Hello families, it's me again, day 7 check-in. Just wanted to keep you updated about things that are coming from the county. So far we don't have any new things that have come across our emails or our administration emails. I do know that the bus will run again tomorrow for lunches in the community, so be sure you check your bus stop finder before you get ready to go out to a bus stop, just to make sure you're finding the one that's closest to your community. We're going to continue our study on space this week. I had a couple of people comment on our video last night, so thank you very much, Rachel. She said that she knows that she cannot touch a star. And you know why, Rachel? Because they are thousands and thousands of miles from the Earth. So even though we can see them, they're beautiful and bright and shining, but you're right, we cannot catch a star. So we're going to add that to what we already know in just a few moments on our chart. And you can probably see some of our chart tonight. It's hanging out right there behind me. And we're going to get to that in just a few moments. So thanks for responding, Rachel. I really appreciate it when you guys comment and share your learning, because it makes it easier for me to teach you new things. So today we're going to read a story called Sun Up, Sun Down. And it's by one of my very favorite authors. Her name is Gail Gibbons. And she's one of my favorite because of the illustrations she uses in her books. They're really always very vibrant. That means bright. And they always have really great graphics. That means the pictures. So let's enjoy this one together. The sun wakes me up. It rises in the east and shines through my window. It lights up my room and it makes patterns on the floor. It even looks like it's making a pattern on her cat. Its brightness colors the clouds in the sky, but the sun itself is too bright to look at. It could even hurt my eyes. I go down to breakfast and my cereal is made of wheat. My dad tells me that the sun made the wheat grow. He says the sun gives power and energy to make plants and trees grow big and tall. It's summer because it's hot. I don't need to wear a coat or sweater today. The sun is high in the sky and the days are long. When the sun is low in the sky, the days get shorter. It's winter and it's very cold. That's when I need my coat, hat, and mittens. See the difference in the two types of suns? One is low and one is very high. But on a summer morning like this, I see my shadow on the ground. The sun is behind me. It's in the east. When I move, my shadow moves too. It points to the west. Notice how the sun is behind her, making the shadow move in front of her. By noon, the sun is shining right above me, and my shadow's gone. It's a hot time of day, and I'm glad when my mother calls me inside for lunch. So it's shining right down on top of her. And notice, it's not creating a shadow at all. While I'm eating, I ask my parents a question. Just how far away is the sun? And my mother tells me it's very far away. 93 million miles from our planet Earth. She says it's a very big star. It looks bigger than the other stars because it's so close to us. My dad says the sun is a ball of a very hot, glowing gas. It keeps our planet warm. Isn't that interesting that they said it was a star and it was made of gas and that it's very far away, even though it keeps us warm. He says our Earth would be dark and cold if there were no sun. It would also be empty. Nothing could live on it. After lunch, I go outside. My shadow is back again, but now it points east. The sun is moving behind me. Suddenly, big clouds begin to cover the sun. My shadow is gone again. Over in the valley, the sun peeks through the clouds, making shadows on the ground. So it's no longer making a shadow on her, but it's making the clouds become shadows on the ground. More clouds come, and they are gray and black. It becomes dark, and a raindrop hits my nose, and I start to run home. I hear the rain on the roof of my house. My dad says the sun helps to make the rain so that we can have fresh water to drink, and the plants and the trees can grow. He tells me that when the sun shines on our ocean, lake, or river, it warms up the water. Some of the water turns into a vapor and rises into the sky. Sometimes I see vapor when I'm cooking on the stove and I heat boiling water, like when I make macaroni, and it makes steam come up from the pot. That's kind of like what the sun is doing to the water in the ocean. It's making it turn into steam or vapor. The cooler air up in the sky turns into tiny raindrops, and clouds are formed. It's kind of like when you're in the bath or shower and you blow your breath on the glass, or if it's really cold outside and you blow your breath and it makes a cloud. All those little moisture beads are turning into clouds because it's so cold. They become bigger and bigger. Finally, when the drops are heavy and big enough, they fall again as rain. Soon the storm clouds begin to drift away. Although it seems that it's still sprinkling, the sun appears and shines through the raindrops. I see a beautiful rainbow. And my mom says the light of the sun shining through the raindrops, it's what makes the rainbow. There's the sun, there's the rain, and there's the rainbow. It's a light effect. It's causing the true light to shine through those raindrops, and it's creating all of those beautiful colors. She tells me that sunlight looks white, but it really isn't. It's made of many colors, and when a beam of light shines through a glass triangle called a prism, it can show how the light can bend. And when it shines through, the rays of the beam bend more than others, and it separates into different colors. The drops of water are like a prism. The sunbeams shine through the raindrops, and we see all of those colors of light. They're called a rainbow. When I go outside, my shadow now is long and skinny. The sun is setting. That means it's going down in the sky. It's getting cool, and the sun is leaving us for today, and the sky is starting to get dark. My dad tells me that the sun will shine on the other side of our planet while I'm asleep. He said that the earth spins around and around, and it makes a complete turn every 24 hours. When our part of the earth is facing the sun, it's day. And when our part of the earth faces away from the sun, it's night. It is now night. The sun is down. The sky is dark. It's time to sleep. So I hope you enjoyed Sun Up and Sundown by Gail Gibbons. I'm going to turn the camera around really quickly so we can do a quick anchor chart together about all the things we've learned about the sun. And I'm going to give you a chance again to comment on some things you'd like for me to add to our chart. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this around, hopefully.